Hey, good evening everyone. It is 1:44 p.m. and I'm kind of just rolling out of bed. I went back to bed because, well, I called off the live stream this morning because, and I extended my night, one more night here. I had something pop up this morning, which kind of put me in a bad mood. I got a notice from YouTube saying that one of my videos from Cambodia, which is months ago, I mean quite a bit of months ago, just thinking that I've been in Malaysia for 102 days now, right? So that's, Thailand was 2 months, right? So if I've been here about, let's say, roughly, it's over 3 months, but here, that's 5 months ago with Thailand, and then we got Cambodia, right? So, and that's the beginning of Cambodia. That was almost 6 months ago. And I'm just now receiving, what I did, it was one of the ones that I disputed because it's, I'm not using music that I'm, not finding in these places that say royalty free or copyright free. And I think I'm learning the difference is royalty free means it's still copyrighted. It's just you're allowed to use it as a small producer, whatever, and that's the problem I'm running into is they do have a legitimate copyright on the song, but the place that I actually downloaded it from, I do believe was called Audio Library. That was the one I thought it's on YouTube. And they have a secondary one that's called Audio Library Plus, which usually has a requirement behind the songs, like you have to subscribe to them on SoundCloud or Spotify. And the one I did was and then after you follow a link to their Spotify is the one I used, and you subscribe to them, then you can get the song for free, and you just have to put in credits who they are in your description. Well, I followed all those things, but I think the artist decided to yank it off of that platform and put it over on Icon 8. Icon 8 is a pay-for platform that you can either buy the song and or get a commercial license if you're commercial. I'm not commercial. So what was being offered for free at one time, and all you had to do is now requiring you have to pay. So I think that's where I'm getting stuck. Is the fact is now I'm gonna have to buy I looked how much it is. It's only $9. But right now I got a strike, and they removed my video. And more than anything, I'm not so concerned about the strike because I'm not. The only way I'm going to get strikes is when I fight for for what I believe is correct, and that's because these songs are being offered for free. I don't use these platforms anymore. These are my earlier videos. Once I realized that YouTube's audio library can be accessed through not through the app, right? But through the website. I only exclusively use that now because it's pre-vetted. But I thought I was using it because they both have the same name, Audio Library. So that's how I got fooled in the earlier days. Yeah, the only other possibility is that it wasn't audio, that it was the UCut app itself, but I don't see the music being offered on the UCut app. UCut app was the only other alternative that I was using back then. It has a music copyright free section, but at the same time, it could be sprinkled with royalty free music. So anyway, I'm still ignorant on the fact of these laws and all this. So now I have to go through each one of these little blue links and educate myself on everything. So everything needs to stop. All my travels need to stop. I just dead stop until I resolve this issue, because these videos, I'm not worried about monetizing the videos and stuff. I'm worried about keeping these videos up. This is a documentation of every day of my life and my travels, and to have a missing piece in a puzzle. You know, imagine having a full puzzle and missing one piece. You know how annoying that is? You know, just because you're looking at, oh, such a beautiful, you know, puzzle, but you're going to still be looking at that one missing gap, you know? Like, you know, so that's how I kind of feel about my videos, is I'm missing that gap now. And someone else has control over that. So that was one of those things that kind of just punched me in the stomach this morning. And on top of that, I have a broken brake. So let me show you real quick, just to change the subject here. So I got to go find a bicycle store because that'll repair. It seems like all the bicycle. So this nut right here, let's see if I can get it. This nut right here popped out. It wasn't braking properly, and when I started like messing with it, this little screw went boop, popped out, and when I put it back on, there's actually no spring, no give in it. So when this part went back on, I just took this off just because it's useless right now. There's no spring back, so I got to take it in. It might be something simple I'm overlooking, or it could just be when it fell out, there was this, I don't know. I don't know the mechanics of how that brake works. I know how the pads are switched out and stuff like that, but I mean, I can look it up on a video, you know. The fact is those brakes are really cheap, so I can just take it in. But the fact is every bike shop I see, they're just selling kids' bikes. And a lot of times when they're selling kids' bikes, it means that they don't do repairs. You know, they might put it together, a bicycle, but they're not going to carry extra parts. They're just selling whatever you want to buy for your kid, right? So the closest one that looks like they actually do repairs, and it's hard to tell because usually, you know, a picture is worth 1,000 words. So, like when you look at something like this, that's the closest one. Hopefully they got the parts. They might, but when you look, Malaysia's kind of a little bit bad on this, is you only end up with a picture like this. No picture of the actual store or something like that, so you don't even know if they're actually a real spot, because some of these are just like good ideas, good intentions, but never really came to fruition, but then they just never took the advertisement link off of Google Maps. So the closest one that I could actually see is about 5 kilometers away. That looks like they actually do real bicycle, has real bicycle parts, you know, that actually has pictures where I can actually see what they look like, you know, and that looks like, yeah, there's a lot of kids bikes, but looks like they carry the parts. You can see the tires up top. So yeah, guys need to, if you have a business, make sure you take pictures and put them on Google Maps, because that's how a lot of us go by what we see. You know, you can't judge a book by its cover, but you can tell what price it is. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, guys, that's more or less. So that's more or less it, guys. It's a whole big old bundle of crap that I got to do right now. I just got served up a poop sandwich, and now I got to eat it. So yeah, but you know, it just means I had to stop my travels, and until I can read all the links and see what I can do, and I got to get a hold of them, see if it's a simple fix, like, well, just spend the $9 on Icon 8 and we'll allow your video to come back. Like I said, I'm more concerned about anything about just getting that video back up, so I don't have that missing piece, so it's not permanently gone. But then I also had to talk to them about removing the strike, because unless they request for the strike to be taken down, so they need to do two things. They need to request that my video be put back up, and then they need to request that that my strike gets removed from me. Otherwise, I got to go through something called YouTube school, and then in what, 3 months, it's anyway. Yeah, so I got to go through all these links, figure out exactly everything that needs to be done. Unfortunately, it's just one of those things that are a hiccup in the road, you know, a pothole in the road. And yeah, so yeah, that's it, guys. It looks like I'm gonna be here at least for today. I also have to get that AdSense up and running. So woohoo! Officially, I made my first $100, you know, from YouTube. But now they want, you know, they need for the month $100 for a month. I don't know. It's better than nothing. $25 a week. I guess that's what it would be. I think it was well. Anyway, they need my tax information, and this all takes a process too. So, bicycle repairs. Tax forms and digital tax forms and then just all legalities, the whole lot of studying and stuff like this, and see what my options are. So yeah, that's the excitement for me though. I'm just gonna leave it at that, guys. That's my day or two that's gonna be planned out, and I'm not moving until I get it done. All right, guys, thanks. Well, it looks like the first spot I came to, I'm in luck. He has the brake. So I'm just going to buy the cheap bicycle brake. So I lucked out, guys. Looks like, although he has a lot of kids' brakes, he's got full-size bikes too. So, yeah. So I was just mistaken, like I said. Yeah, it looks like he's got plenty of parts there. Nice. So I'm gonna just replace the whole thing, the whole brake. I haven't asked what price it is, but I'll put it down below. That'll be nice because then I can get back to the other things that I really need to be paying attention to. But yeah, these things happen. So yes, score. I lucked out. This isn't. I didn't have to go the 5 kilometers to the next spot. So yeah, I'll pay for the convenience level of it. All right, guys. Something I'm noticing is he's got a good selection of some very old ones. Look, this one has a nice rear rack. A little costly for me on this one, so he probably knows his prices. It's but he's got a wide range of different used bikes, like this one right here. Anyway, I just started noticing, yeah, he's got a large. It's not just like new ones. He's got new, used, everything. Yeah, here's another one of those. These are very intriguing. I like them because it's got a solid metal up and a solid metal back. There's the carrying area. But yeah, and he's got foldable ones too. I was actually looking at the prices on the foldables, which foldable bikes aren't that bad. This one's $550. Which is brand new. I could almost do something like that, but I'm still rolling with the one I got. All right, so see if he's almost done. Okay. All right. I figured since I got to sit and do some studying here, I figured find a spot to do some studying. This looked like a really nice spot on the opposite side of the bridge here, located right behind the government offices. Yeah, just driving by, and this popped up. Beautiful place out by the wave breakers, and someone did a really good job here. It's a little hidden gem, guys. Small little beach down here. Good little fishing spot. Got one person fishing out there. Little hammock. And some really nice tables. So I'm going to sit right here and in the nice shady area and enjoy while I do a little studying, catch up on, so I'm not so ignorant of the copyright laws and stuff like that. So. The eye to detail is very good. And everything's done really nicely. Even the way they make the little benches here. Yeah, someone did a really good job of piecing this little spot all together really well. And you can't beat the view. So yeah, I'm gonna sit, and I brought a drink with me. Breaks are done. I just ate something, found some really good for 8 ringgits. I got big thing of rice, some, I don't know really what I ate, but it was good. It was rice with, I think I ended up with a vegetable dish this time, and a tea drink for 8 ringgits. So there are spots that are very affordable here too. I just had to look for them. You got to look for the people doing more of the street vending food. I just right off the bat I ran into some of the more expensive spots to eat. So anyway, guys, yeah. So breaks accomplished, eating something accomplished, and now, yeah, now it's just trying to figure out all the legalities of what a copyright. My strike, how to try and remove my strike, but more than anything, just get that video back. You know, I don't mind sitting out the strike, honestly, but I just don't want that video not to be up. So right now, it's under the control of, well, the people that put the strike against me, and they asked for it to be removed. You know, which was one of their options. And it is a song, so like I'm able to not pull up the video, but I was able to pull up through YouTube Studio the information, so I know what song it is and stuff. So when I looked it up, I'm almost positive the only thing I had was that Spotify link. So if it was the Spotify link, then it would have probably had to been the Audio Plus library is where I got it. Audio Library Plus on YouTube. So it looks like, yeah, but I was told that the artist can always change their mind later on, and like offer something as, this is what I heard on through the grapevine on other YouTube things, videos. It was probably need to fact check it, but yeah, the artist can offer something as copyright free or something like that, and then change his mind. And I think that might be the situation I'm in, that Audio Library Plus did offer it, but they moved platforms over to Icon 8, and Icon 8 individual songs are sold for $9 each, or $15 a month, I think, membership. And I don't have the proof of that license, because all I needed before was to link back to their Spotify channel, where you subscribe it and then you're able to download it and for free. So anyway, I got to get in there and see all the little blue links that, you know, of my choices of what to do and stuff. And like I said, it's a learning process and it sucks, but more than anything is the fact that, you know, these people can do this, and there's not much repercussion on their side. But now YouTube will argue that, because on one of the videos they showed me, they said they do actually take it very serious, and someone that might be abusing their power in that you know, fact, where they're abusing the tool of taking down people's videos and stuff. But the fact is even though YouTube might claim that, there's a lot of people saying that YouTube doesn't do that. So I don't know which one's right, and I'm not going to take a stance on that. I just know that I originally got the song for, it was supposed to be, well, I guess it's royalty free, so, and not copyright free. So maybe I'm going to have to learn the difference between those two too. All right, guys, I blabbed on long enough. This is going to be one of those really just boring videos. It's a learning process for me. And it's one of those things that I'm taking this one serious, because now that's that one piece in the puzzle, like I said, and it's annoying, like a splinter under the skin with me. You know, I got to get it out, otherwise it'll just annoy the hell out of me. And yeah, and it's very disheartening too. So it's one of those things that, you know, like as a creator, they always say that if you watch the videos and stuff, it's like you're supposed to struggle. So people like let's say Kiwi, homeless Kiwi in London, blew up in 6 months or 6 weeks. He's already got 6,000 subscribers, which is 1,000 subscribers every month or every week, you know. And good for him. Brother's doing good. I actually personally like his content, just because I know it's real. But he didn't have to go through the struggle process, and I didn't really either. Being monetized in 5 months was me being, you know, that was very fast for me. Me getting my first 1,000 subscribers quickly was also, so I'm not saying that I didn't get a little bit of that privilege going on that instant, but I've kind of leveled out. So but all the creator videos, you know, they talk about, you know, you're supposed to struggle. You're supposed to struggle with your first 2 channels. Mr. Beast didn't have, you know, 1,000 subscribers until after a year, and all. You hear all these things, and you're supposed to get frustrated. You're supposed to want to give up. You're supposed to, these things are just challenges that you got to get by. So, in effect, in a sense, I'm being blessed right now, because I'm getting to go through these. I'm not just jumping over these problems that everybody else is going through. I'm actually going through them. So, in that fact, it's a good thing. You know, too fast of instant success or something, then I can't feel the pain of others. You know what I'm saying? I can't relate that way. So yeah, this is a good thing. It just means that I have to put some plans of, you know, like I need to stop for a while, I need to read, I need to study, and I need to fix this issue. So anyway, guys, thanks for kind of sticking with me through this learning process, and I'll try and I apologize for skipping the live. I just was one of those things where those things put you in a, you know, it gives you like one of those like, oh man, now what? Especially when it's something missing that's personal to you. And these videos are kind of personal to me. But, you know, the same thing happened to Jay and Oreo when they were skating across America. One of their videos got nabbed, and they were doing the daily, day-to-day, you know, crossing America on skateboards. And I guess he decided to play with some guns. That was target practicing or something, and one of those videos got removed. I don't think he ever got it back. But the same thing, it's like, no, this is supposed to be part of the day-to-day personal vlog. You know, this is actually, you can't take out one day, because that's the whole point, is to have every single day, you know, and you don't even want it to be taken out and then misplaced, like put out the back of the videos. You know, you want to stay within that timeline, but what can you do? You know, I'm on someone else's platform. I'm putting my life on someone else's platform, so essentially I'm putting my material in someone else's hands, that being YouTube, right? And YouTube is great. You know, they offer this platform where we can do that. But we got to realize that we are on someone else's property, and they can tell us to take down our tent and move, you know? So we always have to keep that in mind. But for right now, you know, they're graciously allowing me to stay on their property. They just wanted that one tent removed. Well, it wasn't even them. It was their Karen next door neighbors, the record label, wanting me to remove something. So I was like, okay, well, I'll go deal with the Karen. So now I got to deal with a Karen. But all right, guys, that's it. I'm done babbling. There's 11 minutes. The morning babble and this babble will actually make a 20-minute video just by themselves with the breaks. I'm already at a half an hour. All right, well then, that's it, everyone. There's your video. Goodbye, y'all. Okay, people, I've basically done everything that I could today. It is 5 o'clock, not too bad. So what I was doing is, let's see, I got my brakes done, right? I was able to do my W-2 form or whatever, the tax returns or tax forms and stuff that is needed by AdSense. So that wasn't actually too hard at all. Accomplished those two and then started diving into the legal things, and I realized I had an opportunity to not lose my video, and I didn't catch it. So what happened was when I put in the appeal, so you dispute, the dispute is rejected, then the appeal, then that's when they sent back with the appeal their request for me to remove my appeal request. So they're requesting, or my video was going to be shut down and I get a strike. So they did give me the opportunity, which I considered nice actually. But the fact is that 7-day window, I don't check my email every day, and so that's my fault. And that's, when I'm having these things go on, I should have been more adamant about checking them. The ones that I did appeal, they kept getting sent back as, approved. Basically, I want it. So those were all, it was just that one. And trying to find the song, it looks like I said, it's only offered on Icons 8 now. So this video is still there. It's not permanently deleted. But I have to work out with them because they remove it, so all power's in their court. The ball's in their court, so it's like, so I have to reach out to them through email and stuff like that, which I just wrote an email saying, hey, listen, I don't use those words. I didn't use ChatGPT either to write me up one, because I'm like, I'm pretty sure that would have sounded great and everything, but I just wrote a realistic me type of letter. I was like, I've only started this 8 months ago. I'm a homeless person trying to travel through, but I didn't want to drag it on too much, my life story, and have a hobo ramble on page. So I just basically said, I reduced down to begging just because it was nice of them. I just missed that opportunity, because it was just saying, hey, retract your appeal and life will move on like it did right before. Basically they would still get my pennies from that, that one video. They'd still receive my pennies, but I would have kept my video and all that stuff. And I don't care about the monetization of the one video. Like I said, I don't even mind splitting revenue, but I'm just going through each one So anyway, so if they take back, it's now I had to just wait and see what they're gonna do. So I basically said, is there anything I can do to make this right? You know, I said I wasn't trying to do any malintent, no malice here. It was like, it was just me, you know, using what I thought was, you know, copyright-free music, you know, and I explained what I thought, you know, who I thought I got it from, because I don't know for a fact, because that was 5 months ago. So I think it was audio, you know, the Audio Library Plus, because of the what they was told to actually cut, copy, and paste into my description, had the Spotify link. Well, they're the only ones that send you to like a Spotify or SoundCloud, where you have to, what you have to do before you can download the song is that you have to subscribe to their channel. You know, it doesn't cost you anything. You just got to be one of the listeners of their channel on Spotify, and then you're able to download the link. So, but I can't be 100% sure on that. So I was as honest as possible and trying to keep it as short as possible, because if it's something like way big, he's just gonna, you know, they're gonna just, nah, we're not gonna read it, you know, because technically they don't have to do anything else. They already have it removed. But hopefully, I just have to check my mail every day. Hopefully they might give me a, you know, they might say, hey, go buy it for $9. We'll put it back up, you know. Go buy this song off of Icon 8 or something, or you know. But so yeah, I just wanted to get on and say, yeah, guess what? It was right here. I had the opportunity, 7-day window that I missed, to actually just say, yeah, I'll drop the appeal. So I didn't do that, and now I face the consequences. I did tell them that it's a day-to-day documentation of a homeless person traveling through Southeast Asia, and that each and every day, actually, each video is actually, you know, is meaningful and means a lot. So I didn't try and hide my graveling too much because I want them to know I'm real. But at the same time, yeah, I don't get any. I think this will work out. But what I'm saying is I can't really do anything beyond that. I reached out to them. That's it. Now there's one other possibility, is I could try and do the last thing, which is start an actual real legal proceeding. And that's the last option I have is, yeah. So yeah, it's basically here, I'll read it. It says, I'm reaching out as a small YouTube creator to ask if there's anything I can do for you to retract the removal of my video. The video title, 9 days cheap bicycle bike across Cambodia, with the URL. I realized that you gave me a 7-day window to retract my appeal, but I missed the window because of my infrequency to check my email. I've only started my channel 8 months ago. I'm trying to do a day-to-day documentation of my life as a homeless person traveling through Southeast Asia. So each video means a lot to me. Then it says the music in question was It Happened One Night, then the author's name, and the Spotify link that I was given. These were the credentials right there. These were the credentials I were told I was. Misspelling shows that it's not AI. We're told to cut, copy, and paste into my descriptions of my video to be able to use it. I do believe at the time that I downloaded the music, through Audio Library Plus on YouTube, which sent me to the author's name, the magician, the guy that made the music, Spotify channel, which I had to subscribe to be able to download his song. But this was 5 months ago, and I can't be positive. I do notice that the song is now being offered on a pay-for platform, Icons 8. But at the time that I downloaded it, it was being offered for free. No malice was intended. Malice is probably the wrong word, but it shows it's not AI. So please, if there's anything I can do to resolve the issue and make it right, please contact me back at this email address, and I'll try and check it more frequently. And that's it. You know, it's not too long. But so now all I have to do is wait for that reply. So anyway, guys, so that's all caught up. There's my 3 accomplishments for the day, and yeah, and so looks like I'm just gonna relax now that I'm done for the day. And what a beautiful spot, man. Terengganu has a bunch of hidden little places like this, which are really nice, because it's just very nice here. I mean, little pockets everywhere. You know, I wasn't finding, you know, like the bridge is beautiful, you know, the bridge that's behind and stuff like that. It's but yeah, it's kind of cool. You just get out and go around and you find little spots like this, little beaches, not big ones, you know, but little pockets of beaches everywhere. So anyway, guys, that's it. I think I'm gonna wrap this up. Yeah, I'm done. These things have to get done, and like, you know, me being new and all this to YouTube, it's, you know, that these things are bound to happen. I hope I get my video back, and you know, it's just no fault of anybody's but my own. Yeah, so oh well. Anyway, guys, thanks for sticking me through one of these days. That's a learning process, and I'll get back to traveling now, you know, because there's nothing I really can do, you know, so there's no point in extending another night, you know, so I might as well just go ahead and start pedaling. And yeah, the open fresh air will, you know, give me, you know, some serenity. All right, guys. Well, peace out, and we'll hit the road again tomorrow. Bye.